Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode on this channel. In today's episode, I guess I'm going to continue to make a career off of these ridiculous, crazy celebrities. Yet again, another celebrity is out of touch with the common man. I told you before in another video, these people do not give a damn about you. They don't. They're rich, they're entitled, and Patton Oswalt is no different. The comedian who actually appeared on The King of Queens put out a tweet that was very much insensitive to the common man and the American workers. A lot of people right now are out of work. A lot of people are on furlough, which means they have job security, but yet they're not working, so they're not getting paid. But that doesn't matter to Patton Oswalt because he's rich, he's entitled, and he's probably sitting in his $1 million mansion, sitting back, drinking a cold one, while the common man is out there struggling during this pandemic because they're out of work. And we all know that there has been citizens going around the state capitals, and they've been storming the state capitol protesting, we're ready to go back to work. We need to go back to work. And they're begging to go back to work. But Patton Oswalt doesn't give a damn. He doesn't. And he makes a very, very bad analogy with Anne Frank when it comes to the protesters. This is just another example that shows you these people in Hollywood are so out of touch with you and me. I sympathize with the people that want to go to work, but they can't. These people, they don't want to freeload off the government. They want to provide for their families. And they're not allowed to right now because restaurants, most of them are probably shut down. Hotels, things like that. People are out of work. But this is what Patton Oswalt put out. And he's pretty moronic, okay? So he says this, quote, Anne Frank spent 2 years hiding in an attic. And we've been home for over a month with Netflix, food delivery, and video games. And there are people risking viral death by storming state capitol buildings and screaming, "Open Fuddruckers," wrote Oswalt, 51. Well, I got a message for Mr. Patton Oswalt. You say people are saying open Fuddruckers. There's probably actually people out there that were storming the capitol buildings that actually worked at Fuddruckers, and they can't go to work. They can't go to work, and they're begging to go to work because they need food on the table. They need to provide for their families. They have bills to pay. They're not like you sitting in your $1 million mansion, kicking back, drinking a cold one, and you're out there making fun of these people. And the Anne Frank reference, I truly believe, was a very, very bad reference. I would not compare the Holocaust to this. It's two different things. You shouldn't have even brought up Anne Frank's name. And you bring up Netflix. Maybe some of these people during this pandemic have had to make sacrifices. Maybe they had to cancel their Netflix account. Maybe they're just trying to scrap by and they didn't want to pay that $12, $15 a month, whatever it is. He's acting like the common man has been on a honeymoon or something. You know, Netflix, food delivery. Maybe they're not even buying food to get delivered because maybe they don't have the money for it. Did you ever think of that? Video games? Maybe they don't have that either. I mean, these people are crazy. These people in Hollywood, these celebrities, including Patton Oswalt, are morons. They don't give a damn about you. And this is just proving it left and right. I just can't believe that he would actually write something like this and make fun of people that actually want to go to work. That's all they want to do. They want to go to work. And when the food runs out, when the money runs out, what are you going to do? You would do the same exact thing. You would protest to go back to work. If I was in that situation too, I would want to go back to work too, because you know what's going to happen if long term, let's say people aren't allowed to go back to work. You know what's going to happen? These people are going to end up stealing to eat. Survival mode would kick in. Now, I would do the same thing. I'm not even going to lie to you. If it came down to me having to steal to eat during this pandemic, I would do it, because the only other alternative is dying of starvation. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen to anyone. So, Patton Oswalt, you look like a scumbag right now. You look like a terrible person. You don't live in reality. And these people in Hollywood, they're so far away from me and you. I mean, think of all the celebrities that have just looked like idiots right now. I can't even name all of them, you know, and I'm not even going to drop their names in this video because we already know who they are. You can check out my other videos too. They just feel that they're entitled, and they're actually crying about being locked up in their $1 million mansions. And I'm glad that Ricky Gervais called them out on it, because this is now a real situation right here where common people are struggling. A prime example of common people struggling. And we want to go back to work. We really, really do. Not everybody is fortunate to be able to work at home. And restaurant workers, they definitely cannot work at home. And they probably don't need the full staff like they normally have, because there is no sit-down customers in restaurants right now. All it is right now is just pickup. And you probably don't need many people to actually do that. So these Fuddrucker employees are most likely on furlough if they haven't been laid off completely. So shut up. Just shut up, Patton Oswalt. Shut up. And I don't even know what else to say about this. I really don't. I'm at a loss of words to this right now. I'm getting very, very upset with all these celebrities just showing how entitled they are and how they don't give a damn about you. But yet they're going to criticize the government for the response to the coronavirus. And they're trying to act like they're champions for you when they really are not, because they don't give a shit what happens to you. They're cooped up in their mansions. They're happy, but yet they're going to virtue signal like they're in prison, Ellen DeGeneres. But we know they're not. They're living way better than 99% of the people right now during this pandemic. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Patton Oswalt looking like a moron for putting out that quote. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.